But NIGMA against Beast Coast drafts are done. And Sumail is playing Earthshaker mid against the Dark Margo Tiny.
Sumail.
That might change things.
He's dead. Ooh, one more
Toss
hit.
the tree at him. And Dark Margo with the boots. He's fast enough to kill Sumail in the 1v1. Kuroki dies to Schofield top. But Miracle not having the freest of times. He's got 24 last hits. Starting to lag behind a couple of the other cores now. And still getting chased down. Sacred and Schofield going for it. I mean, Sumail's making a move here. I was wondering if we'll see the same kind of aggression from the Earthshaker. Because you're losing Kuroki top. Sacred and Schofield just holding hands and finding kill after kill. Oh, Sumail... I mean, you don't want to Echo Slam just to Clockwork here. You're going to have to fish a Schofield, but you want to wait to see if he tries to TP first. Cogs and a little movement through the trees. Gets caught out by the Enchant Totem. So Sumail has spent a good minute and a half walking top just to get a clock kill. He cracks level 6. Oh, yeah, he acid sprayed and ran to the range creeps to hit level 6. And allows Stinger to come in and swoop towards GH. Thinking about the kill here, but he's popped his stick and has a Fairy Fire. Rubik survives. And Stinger might be the one going down to the board slow and MC's hit. K1 fighting back, but the axes come. Mind Control finally getting something out of this bottom lane. But they've not shut down K1 at all. Top, Miracle. He's ruptured up Sacred. Schofield can't really help out anymore. Everything's on cooldown. So just leaving the Dawnbreaker to fight against Sumail as they kept the Earthshaker up here. But look at who's
here
arriving.
Comes Dark Margo.
Dark Margo's here. Sumail's trapped in the cogs, trying to fight Schofield, but pushed around by the Tin Man with a battle plan. And Dark Margo Echo slammed, but Sumail can't get anything more done. A double kill for Dark Margo and disaster strikes for NIGMA.
Man, Dark Margo, he's dumpstering this game. At least they get a return kill. So this does allow K1 to stay in the lane for longer duration. Maybe farm. Okay, not again.
Sumail? Yeah, that's just a level 6 Clockwork. 10 minutes in. Hookshot Cogs, set up for the Tiny. Probably going to be losing Schofield and even expending the Rupture to kill him off there. Miracle had to do something about it. Sumail a little in the open, clearing out a neutral camp, and there's the jump. Avalanche and Hookshot overlapped a little bit. Echo slams the two of them, but Sumail still trapped in the cage, unable to fight his way out. NIGMA thinking about fighting back, though. Rupturing Schofield, Dark Margo still battling away, and they've got the Solar Guardian to save the day. Even a mech. As Sacred comes into play around this top jungle area.
Dark Margo's ready to go in again.
Straight back we go. I mean, GH is just like, God, how does he have a blink already? Jumping on me multiple times, and Kuro, level 5 Enchantress, what you gonna do? Get burned alive! All the fire in the world from Stinger and Sacred. Poor little Bambi. Crispy venison is on the menu for Beast Coast.
GH needs to be careful. Hookshot is available on Schofield.
Stinger trying to bring him low enough. Schofield scouted by the Ench Centaur. Miracle gonna rupture the Clockwork again. Let's see if we have a Solar Guardian coming, as Dark Margo's dived in the back, found GH. Solar Guardian not gonna work out this time, as they also drop the Supernova, zoning away Miracle and Kuro. Lose Sacred though, as MC manages to pick off the Dawnbreaker down in that bottom lane. Stop Stinger mid-dive. He's attempting the TP home, but the damage coming from Ench and Rubik not enough. And now Dark Margo with the DD rune, he's popping it in onto Miracle, slaps him. Bloodseeker down. Schofield is in the cogs and trapped with the big old fireball of the dragon.
They caught him again.
Yeah, straight in. Schofield and Dark Margo. Another Echo Slam for Sumail comes to very little. Miracle is going to fight Schofield and get a pick off on the Clockwork. It feels like, yeah, of these 9 deaths, 5 of them are Schofield's clock.
They might have smoked underneath the ward. Let's see, Kuroki in a good spot to die or break the gank. Let's see.
He jumps across.
Oh my god.
Solar Guardian as well, and K1 just shreds them. GH and MC didn't stand a bloody chance. Kuroki's being hounded by Schofield. 4 seconds of a hookshot, and I would imagine he just chucks it at the Ench here. Come on, little Bambi, where are you going? Oh, don't even need it. My Alchemist has a Blink Dagger on top of his AC Radiance, gets the kill on Kuro. And now, what do you reckon? There it is.
He does have Crystallis. Seems like Dark Margo is going to be the one picking it up because he made the slot for himself. Schofield dies. Sumail getting a solo kill.
Yeah, it creates a nice kind of vacuum in that bottom jungle where Miracle can gather up farm that otherwise he wouldn't be able to.
Oh no, they jumped him.
Oh, K1 gets off his ulti though, and the Solar Guardian's there. Sumail does have Echo Slam, trying to jump away, but clipped by the Battery Assault. Solar Guardian coming back in from Rubik. Force staffing across, but concocted and stunned. In and out, that's how we like to play. But NIGMA losing their Rubik and still having to fend off an Alk and Tiny as Dark Margo jumps in. Good Fisher stops him from tossing. He still has Aegis though, so even if you kill him the once, has that secondary life to play around with. Sumail being forced away, making sure there's no Echo play. And Miracle trapped in the cogs, so unable to really deal with the Dark Margo Tiny. That's what Earthshaker's trying to do right now. Alchemist having none of it.
Gobble up, spit out, punch. That's the combo. Medieval one. Kuroki.
Rot your enemies. Or another attempted hook shot, but now we've got the concoction follow through. And Alk with a chemical rage, just enough attack speed. Kill off the Enchantress while GH sprinting away while bottom lane, Sacred, he's being gone on. Gets roared up by the Beastmaster. Echo slammed and killed off. BeastCoast trying to react to this and blinking forward. Dark Margo, he's under vision right now. They see him coming and MC is just going to go for the TP home. Only one outer tower standing. Full HP tier 2. Not sure if NIGMA are in a spot to really defend it. And they've just picked up a basher on this Bloodseeker. Earthshaker needs his BKB though, and that's why Sumail is out on that left-hand side of the map, trying to farm BKB, but they're getting gone on bottom. Hook shot into Concoction, and Mind Control can't even roar them. Solar Guardian's also flying in as they dive into the mid lane. Miracle bashing up Sacred, lifting with the GH Telekinesis. But you've got to be so afraid when an Alchemist is charging towards you, diving your tier 3s and 4s and getting another kill. Rubik gone for 60, so these racks cracked wide open. 3 buildings for K1. Probably thinking about going top now as well. K1. His Concoction is going to self-stun. Doesn't have BKB. And surrounded by NIGMA now. They've got the control and they've got the damage.
Look at that gold.
Look at that. Yeah, look at that gold.
That's a big one. So
that's a lot of money.
Is going to respawn 10 seconds before Sumail. Still hunting. Does have that BKB available.
Oh, Schofield aggressively dives in with a hook shot. Supernova down. They can't focus it. Trying to turn. And Miracle Sumail punch it. They get it. Egg is gone. Sacred can't really connect with the Starbreaker. Miracle's able to chase them now. The turnaround from NIGMA fighting in with Sumail's heavy hitting. They pick up a double kill on Miracle. They're only a set of racks down. And BeastCoast, they can feel this coming. They don't commit to the pit, but they're still under double dire vision. Dark Margo shows mid. Are they going to jump? They get the rupture on the Tiny. Alchemist Clockwork aiming Earthshaker and they burst him. Sumail's gone. They do trade for Dark Margo though, so mid for mid, but NIGMA the ones that are running and hiding. Rocket flares, scouting, and giving vision for K1 to keep on chasing. Blood Right's down, but the Concoction comes onto MC. Poor Beastmaster destroyed by the Starbreaker. And look at Schofield, the Ogre Seal Totem and the Force Staff just flopping towards the rest of NIGMA Galaxy. This gives you the chance, though, as NIGMA, with the Echo Slams, the Blood Rights, the Fade Bolts, to do an awful lot. And you see the big damage that Sumail can dish out just with a Chrysalis on top of his Ags Enchant Totem. Clears out the creep wave immediately. But down goes that first building. Range rack's gone. And BeastCoast propelling themselves forward. They know they can clear this one out. Dark Margo jumps. Enchantress caught. Not enough heal in the world to save her, and she's dead for 50 seconds. The rest of NIGMA wanting to play with this Schofield Clockwork, but Sumail's BKB is going to be wasted. So they lose the barracks, they spend BKBs, and they don't really get anything in the trade. Is that his courier coming? Yeah, his courier comes to the secret shop, grabs the Ags, but Dark Margo, very deep. Roared up, mid BKB, telekinesis to stop the Supernova, but there's Solar Guardian healing up the Tiny, keeping him in fighting shape, and the Sunray, oh, not quite enough to keep him topped up. K1 still going to fight forward, though. Miracle MC trying to run away, while in the back is Kuro, focused by Schofield and Stinger. Little Bambi spronking through the trees and overwhelmed by the blink of K1. The rest of NIGMA can't stick around anymore.
Still 2 minutes left on that Aegis.
And K1
jumps in.
Concoction Abyssal Blade, good stuns to hold him back, but they've got the damage they need. Schofield in there as well as Cogs and Jetpack to try and disengage from the rest of NIGMA Galaxy. And
How
they
do
do
you
have
stop
Echo
this?
again. I'll try and go in on him. Sumail, oh, I don't know about this. Pushed back by the cogs, no BKB. Sumail tried the old in and out play, but it's all out. Nothing left to give. Stands there in a battery assault while the rest of the team fighting into Stinger and Sacred, killing off the Phoenix and the Dawnbreaker. Sacred can't withstand that kind of onslaught, and Sumail did survive in the end. They didn't get the finish on him, and now Aurora catches K1. Fisher and Stun. They've got the damage from Miracle pummeling into the Alchemist, and they take him down. First life, though, that's all they've got, and Dark Margo, he's back in. Doesn't finish anybody off. NIGMA pretty tanky, but K1 is in again. There's overwhelming Blink with a Rocket Flare to finish. K1's BKB ends now, though. Might be dangerous with their Fisher block. K1, the Echo Slam, he's dead. Oh, Sumail dying in the Acid Spray, though. Dark Margo and Sting are making the most of it, but NIGMA, they hold the final lane of Barracks.
Dawnbreaker, Aghanim Scepter, so there's gonna be 60% evasion coming out.
Who's ruptured? Well, Miracle's been jumped on. Inside the cogs, the roar onto Dark Margo, and a Solar Guardian comes. Miracle's still trapped, though. Does get off the BKB and fights into Stinger, refreshes up, so a second BKB is available. A chaotic fight as the stuns connect with the Echo Slam. The Alk is trapped, but turns and gets the BKB off. Oh,
nice cogs.
He's invis with a Glimmer. The cogs are there as well, and Schofield jetpacking over the top. NIGMA have spent everything and got very little. The buybacks from Beast Coast will allow them to continue fighting. Sacred, oh, has he gone too far? The hook shot to buy time, and K1, he can come back in. But the telekinesis lands, and he's stunned as Dark Margo brought back. The Eon Disc toss back. Rubik sent into K1. Oh, he can't
Help
get
him.
away. But they'll get the die back on K1. Miracles now.
Oh my god, they're actually throwing. Miracle, he's still chasing.
He wants to keep going. Schofield, your tasty little morsel, come over here. Force staff to low ground. Jetpack is ready with the cogs as well. And he'll get over the tree line. Away he heads. While Sumail is fighting Sacred down in the river. Oh, the hammer gets over the Fisher. They do. Meanwhile, your tier 4s getting killed off by the creeps. Meaning Beast Coast can just play bottom. Black Echo. Sumail's in. Dark Margo, 2060 crit, but Schofield with a hook shot. Buying a bit of time for the timing to reset. The Solar Guardian's there. They roar up Dark Margo and the damage. Oh, it's so much. Pummels him down, and K1, he's in trouble.
He's also ruptured.
They've got the Sunray onto K1 to heal him. They use up the Bloodseeker, stopping on his tracks. The Fisher's there. Sumail, oh, he's created space for the Bloodseeker, but the stuns from Beast Coast, not enough. A triple for Miracle, and he wants Schofield too. The Clockwork's down, and mega ultra kill for Miracle.
Seems like they needed a miracle, and they got him.
Beast Coast, and how far the mighty have fallen. And this entire game has been Beast Coast picking their moments to try and fight. Now it's NIGMA initiating. They've got the Rupture on Dark Margo, and they've already forced his BKB. Jumping from Schofield, finding Sumail, trapping him in the cogs, and K1's in. Getting some stuns, but now he's in the cogs and can't get out. Solar Guardian's there, but Sumail with his BKB running and trying to hide, but the Starbreaker from Sacred closes it out.
Like evasion, but I think Nullifier is the better one. You can also jump Rubik. Great against Glimmer Cape as well. That Eon Disc is not going to be as good. Buyback from Shaker.
He's done it again. He's jumped in deep, but Dark Margo might be in trouble again. Sunray only
another
heals
one.
So much, and another Rupture. Down he goes. Dark Margo's gone. Clockwork is falling as well. Trying to Cyclone and jetpack over the high ground. Supernova's out and they protect it. Hook shot. The stuns. But the Supernova's gone. The egg is cracked. And Beast Coast have fallen flat. NIGMA defend their high ground once more, and K1 BKB
Bash.
TP is home. No bash and no stuns, but look at the bottom lane. The push is coming. NIGMA in the mid lane defending their throne. It's so close. Beast Coast, they can taste victory, but all they can taste in the end is bitter defeat in these team fights. We'll see what happens in the upcoming fights, because it's... Now, Sumail's doing like 2.1, 2.2k damage with a hit, a crit hit on enchant.
It just spawned Dark Mago. Sell that bottle, buy Divine Rapier. Because he lacks a little bit of extra gold.
Clockwork's in. He's ruptured and killed with Impetus shots. Ooh, not quite. The double Cyclone and a Force Staff, but he's dead before he can hook shot. Can't get away from there, and Stinger has to force the high ground now as Miracle with his BKB. Sees a target in the trees. It's K1, and now it's the Supernova. Abyssal Blade is there to try and control Miracle, and he's down. K1 had the damage. They got the egg, though, and GH going to steal out. Oh, it's just a Starbreaker, sadly. Kuroki glimmers up,
Divine
trying to
Rapier.
focus down the Ench.
Dark Mago, can he get another 3 volley? 5 seconds. He's
He's
going
getting
for
close.
it.
He's in the trees. He's BKB.
Look at him
the
go.
tree volleys come. Sumail, 2 hits and he's done. Down goes the Earthshaker, and he'll jump onto the Beastmaster as well.
Beyond this
Is there. MC, he can't do it. K1 and Dark Mago, too much to handle right now. And Sacred's gonna find the stun on to Kuro. Oh, NIGMA. An ultra for Dark Mago puts Beast Coast in good stead to take this game now. But what a fight back from NIGMA Galaxy.
Oh, Sumail, he had his A on this, but got crit 2 times in a row. Not fast enough to click on it. Can Miracle die? No BKB on him. If they kill him, that's game over. Dark Mago,
force him to high
he's
ground.
looking.
Dark Mago,
looking.
invis, tree volley, 2 hits, a couple of trees tossed his way, the avalanche, the scythe, turnaround play, Miracle tries to stand and fight, but there's no way.
That's
2
game.
minutes with no Bloodseeker, and that's going to be game now. A valiant effort from NIGMA Galaxy, but Beast Coast, they levy their advantage. They take game 1 here.
Well, Dark Mago might
And
die
my
here.
goodness gracious, Dark Mago going into Fountain with Sacred. Tries to chuck the trees at them again, and down they fall, tumbling. GG called out a miracle, and Beast Coast, 52 minutes it took to really finish and close out this game. A close one in the end. Wraith King's item builds, like there's so many layers and elements to this that Beast Coast have to get right, is what I'm thinking.
Let's see.
And
It's
nothing
gonna
queued
be-
up yet on him, but you click on K1 and he's got his entire array of items queued from here until the end of the game. He knows what he wants to buy, and that's what he's going to do.
I do prefer the build that he does have queued up. And he's going to be the first point of contact. Glimpse.
They see him. Glimpse back to the rune spot. Kuro with a battery assault on K1. He throws a stun, but he looks pretty done to me. It was a good split earth, but first blood still spilled by GH.
Schofield bottom. Might be in trouble. Let's see if they
Yeah.
can get a return kill here.
Kill off Kuro. Schofield, you're right. Just as you said. Does get the return kill for Miracle, so solo XP and a nice chunk of change for him. Dark Mago decided to leave the mid lane. A little behind the DP in last hit, so he wants to try and gather up what he can top. And a kill on GH here would be pretty big. Oh, glimpse back and he misses the stun too. K1 and Stinger chasing mind control as Kuroki dies bottom. Schofield traded. Sumail made the rotation, but Dark Mago can't get the finish onto either GH or MC. They do have a catapult here with some skellies, but no points in Edict means it's still a pretty challenging push.
Sacred
And Sacred's getting
bottom.
chased by Sumail. The ghosts are coming. Exorcism with the Spirit Siphons, and this Necro, I mean, he can pop another Death Pulse, but Miracle's there with the Adaptive Strike. Now Schofield TPing in, snowballs onto the 2 of them. They'll dive him, chase him under tier 1. Tusk in trouble, shard blocks are good, but not good enough to keep him alive. There's Exo from Sumail gathering so many kills in that bottom lane, while MC kills Stinger up at top. Now the Doom in onto K1. He doesn't have mana. He cannot respawn. No reincarnation, so MC
Oh,
wants
look at
to
that
chase
mana
him.
regen.
He's denied,
No.
denied. Dark Mago denied. Kill him off. The double for MC comes.
So can't do it while he's doomed. A lot of kills. Good start for NIGMA. Good chunk of
Yeah.
gold. Miracle getting that killed on Sacred.
And maybe another one now. They've glimpsed Stinger away from mid lane, so Sumail can kill off Dark Mago. It's actually Kuroki to get the last hit. He set it all up with a battery assault. 8 minutes in, 11-6, but tempo is all NIGMA Galaxy. They're moving from lane to lane, just,
The game.
and they see Stinger.
19 kills in 10 minutes. Really action-packed. Sumail providing vision for another glimpse. Every single time you use a glimpse, it's...
Yeah. And K1 still farming out the jungle, does have his armlet being delivered, but mid lane, another fight brewing. Dark Mago has walked back into danger, and Sumail has another Exo. Reaper's Scythe, not going to finish her off. Spirit Siphons can't heal her up, though. So Sumail down, Exo wasted, and Miracle, waveform in 2 seconds, no stick charges, trying to toggle, and still dies. Huge kills for Beast Coast there. That completely brings them back into the game after NIGMA had full control for the first 10 minutes.
He's close. He does have it on Lesh.
And Kuro wants hookshot as well. Kinetic field's good. Doom is on the lash. Spirit Siphon's coming. Sacred and Stinger trying to hold the right-hand side of the fight. The Static Storm's going to zone them away and stop their spells as Miracle does get stunned up. Chain disabled, but he morphs away. Waveform's over. Shifts to strength. Spirit Vessel's on him, so still ticking lower and lower. And that Death Pulse is going to clip him. Sacred with a Spirit Vessel pulling out the plays, and now Mind Control. Oh, the cask is going to bounce back, and down he goes to K1's hit. If Stinger
What's
goes
the
down
third
there...
win?
Well, if there's no one down there, he farms. If there is someone down there, then they waste their spells and they kill him and his team roaches. Kuroki, he thinks that's a free D ward, but even under that Glimmer Cape, he will be spotted. Reaper's Scythe for good measure. And Beast Coast keep their vision going, while down at bottom, K1, his reincarnation will finally get popped as Sumail gets the ghost to flow in. They doom K1's Wraith King now, but he's got backup arriving. Yeah, they glimpse him. He's half HP. Can they kill off the Wraith King before he turns and fights? Doesn't look like it.
Hold the rockets, keeping him alive.
Looking okay. Stinger has the Voodoo Restoration. He's perfectly fine. The Doom, the Disruptor, the Death Prophet, and all that NIGMA had couldn't defeat the King.
K1 needs to be slightly more careful. He knows that there is no Exo, there is no Doom.
Yeah, but they got Dark Margo with Aegis. Goes straight on to MC. He doesn't have BKB, so he's shredded. Stinger just fully lets it go with a Death Ward. The cask is bouncing between the two of them. Sumail has to heal off a creep just to survive. And we're still yet to see this Miracle Morphling make an impact in this game because Beast Coast have been playing so quickly. They've got the counters to him. They've got the plays to get up in the face of NIGMA, and they've got another lane of barracks.
Melee barracks still on the mid lane. Seems like this is going to be next on the menu. 20 seconds without Doom. Oh, can they time it? 15?
BKB.
BKB just delivered.
He turns, 3 swipes, gets to the middle of Kuroki. The metal is melted, and Miracle stunned by the split earth. I don't think they want to dive tier 4s just yet, Beast Coast. They'll take the barracks, and they'll be happy with it.
Roshan.
2 full lanes. Glimpse.
Shot.
Dodged by Snowball.
Fine.
Schofield, still inside the kinetic field, has to punch out the Morphling. But NIGMA...
Look at their base. They're going for it.
Skelly's up on the high ground. Buyback from Schofield. They hookshot in onto Dark Margo. And the stun is there. The heals, the Yules, the self-sustain. Dark Margo inside the Static Storm, but he's being kept alive by his team. Oh, no way. He can't get out away from that. Sumail being chased, though, now as K1 runs rampant in towards the DP with the Reaper's side. Sacred secures it. Sumail dead with buyback, but no Exo, and just 1 tap. K1 clears through the clockwork as another lane of barracks just appears for Beast Coast to take. Onto these final remaining buildings. Miracle will man to dodge the Wraith Fire Blast, but your melee rack's looking worse for wear, while Schofield inside the cogs will snowball and buy some time in his fight against Kuroki. And it looks like they'll just leave the Tusk to die as NIGMA Galaxy do all respawn up. Stinger getting caught by a stun and a glimpse. If Beast Coast can extract with their core heroes, though, it's all worthwhile. And I feel like Morphling is a similar story where you buy back and you lose all momentum. But they do have a catch here. Sacred,
Snowball.
Static Stormed, and Doomed. They can't save the Necro, so a big pick off Enigma, turn it into more potentially. K1 just standing and fighting. He's clearing through these heroes' HP pretty quickly. And 1 tap again onto Kuro. 1 crit's all he needs. At least Miracle grabs a double kill, but look at the DP! Sumail, oh my god, needs the Spirit Ciphers to stay alive, but look at the damage from K1 just come cleaving on through, stunning into Miracle's Morphling, and Dark Margo chasing into the back, making sure there's no plays from the Disruptor or the Doom. But NIGMA have to come back and defend their base as GH gets stunned by Dark Margo, knew where GH was hiding, and K1, he'll come through, set up by the Yules of the Leshrac there. 1 more stun and 1 more hit.
Deadfalls, Guardian Greaves, Pipe, everything that they have, Glimmer Cape. There's just way too much sustain on their side. Ooh. They were thinking about jumping. 2 Observer Wards immediately killed off.
Schofield just blinks forward, places high ground vision. Scary stuff there.
And another one.
Shakes and in goes K1. Oh, they're straight onto the Death Prophet. Sumail, Glimmer Cape, Greaves already used. Static Storm's down onto Stinger and K1. Wraith King just hitting buildings though, focusing their final barracks. It's inches away from death as NIGMA doom him up as well. MC jumping straight into the back lines, but the Death Ward, that shard, Voodoo Switcheroo, Stinger dealing some serious damage, and Dark Margo just chasing into them. Sumail cannot run from this. The Death Prophet is punched into hell, and Mind Control, a little bit of save from Kuroki, traps 3 in the cogs, but that's it, lights out for NIGMA Galaxy here in Game 2. They just do not have enough left in the tank to fight into Reincarnation, into Aegis, and into this Beast Coast lineup that is so incredibly powerful.
They're buying back, but all their green lights are on cooldown on top, so they have nothing to throw at them. Without those ultis, they can't really take those fights. Everyone back to full HP on side of Beast Coast.
MC trying again to jump into the back lines, but Maledict and Punch, he'll fall quickly. Miracle, the next focus. So many heroes on the menu for Beast Coast. Another 2 hit the deck as NIGMA Galaxy tap out in game 2. Beast Coast with a 2-0 victory.
Very clean in the second game. Like, first game looked relatively close because Beast Coast kind of threw the game with their buybacks and jumps inside of the enemy base. This time around, they